He came off unmasked because you guys are causing a scene. Turn around. Turn around. Face everybody, Frank. Face everybody, Frank. Go ahead. Turn around.
All being used as pawns.
So proud to be an American. Scenes like that common this year as Americans emerge from lockdown. Crews battled unruly and sometimes violent passengers, staffing shortages, and thousands of flight cancellations. And starting tomorrow, there's something else. It could be even more havoc at airports. The U.S. fully reopened, so vaccinated foreigners bringing more travelers to the United States.
And this is happening as millions across the nation are packing their bags, booking their flights with just 2 weeks until Thanksgiving, and really one of the busiest travel seasons of the year. Joining us right now is Association of Flight Attendants CWA President Sara Nelson. And Sara, good morning to you. I feel like, though, we have you on when there are a lot of problems, so it's not necessarily a good thing. But, you know, why are we seeing this, and what can we expect in the next few weeks? I mean, we've heard Southwest, American, they're all having issues right now with getting planes up in the air and getting things smoothly. Why are we seeing this, and what do you think will happen in the future?
Well, let's be really clear. These things are related. So this is all based on conflicting communication from leadership around the country. People have not known what to believe about this pandemic, how we get it under control, and what we need to do together to be safe. There was not from the beginning an effort to pull the nation together like we normally would in time of crisis. Instead, it's been about tearing people apart. And we're seeing that on our planes. So we're seeing that play out on our planes. Oftentimes, the reactions are over instructions on masks, but it's other rules as well, other safety rules as well. And this is a result of what happened in the late 2000s after 9/11 with all of the airline bankruptcies. Every single industry across our economy drove worker productivity through the roof. And in those bankruptcies, airline bankruptcies, we cut back pay, pensions, all kinds of flexibility. But what we also did was we lift the cap on how much people can fly. So just like other industries, they were getting by on overtime hours. Now people are saying it's dangerous to go to work. I'm maybe not going to pick up that additional trip.
Yes, Sara, so the CEO of Delta Airlines is saying that the change in travel restrictions for international visitors will cause a surge at airports. He also said it's going to get sloppy at first, especially when it comes to verifying documents and COVID tests. So what are airlines doing now to prevent that sort of chaos?
Well, look, airlines have been pushing for this for a long time because we're not going to recover the airline industry until we have international travel back. It accounts for about half of the revenue of what we had before in the airline industry. So this is actually a really good move. But Ed Bastian is right. We are not really prepared as a country to handle the checking of documents, and it could be a slowdown. The airlines have been working on their own apps, though, on improving the ability to upload documents and make this a more seamless process. And they have been doing that relentlessly over the past 12 months because they've been working very hard to bring this travel back, understanding that until we have that, we're not really going to be in a place to be able to recover.
Understood.
You know, Sara, people who are going away for Thanksgiving, away for Christmas, what should they do when they get ready to go to the airport and board that plane?
Thank you so much. So they should pack their patience, first of all, and pack an empty bag so you don't inadvertently pack a prohibited item, slow yourself down in security and slow down everyone else and make it more of an awful process for you. And come a little bit early so that you're not feeling that rush and you're not having your temperature build up and up. Think about whether or not you want to have that drink in the airport because alcohol does affect you in a very different way up in the air, pressurized at 8,000 feet. And you don't want to be making bad decisions and acting out. You want to be following the rules. And finally, what I would say is think about being a helper. The flight attendants have been very stressed, have had to deal with full planes. And there has been a small but persistent group who've been acting out. And it's very helpful when you create that spirit of kindness. So we would encourage travelers to come with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, those flight attendants, those pilots, they're away from their families on the holidays. They're busy working. Sara Nelson, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sara.
On your marks, we're about an hour away from the start of the New York City Marathon.
Yes, we are. The race is returning after the pandemic forced its cancellation last year. A little different, capped at around 30,000 runners this year, down about 20,000 runners from 2019.
Yeah, NBC's Stephen Romo has more from the race line. Stephen, are you seeing any racers out yet?
Yeah, there are people out warming up. The streets are closed and the excitement is building. So much excitement for this one because, as you mentioned, last year the marathon was canceled due to COVID. There are some changes in place. Runners will be asked to wear masks at the start and finish line this year. There's also going to be more waves of people running to keep people spaced out. But businesses are happy that this is back